Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a president tier list. I don't think I'll do it all in one video, because I'll have to talk about each of the presidents and their pros and cons. But we're going in order, so starting with Washington. He's going in B tier. So a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are going to disagree with me on this, because he is generally considered one of, if not the best president, and I still think he was a good president. But still, he did own slaves, like hundreds of them, and he's a bit of a hypocrite with it. A lot of those early presidents were, and yeah, they're basically like, slavery is wrong, but it's okay if I do it. So I do think that can, I don't think they really felt that way always. Maybe sometimes they did, but I think they were trying to say what would not hurt them too much. But Washington, he didn't start the limit, but he started the two-term tradition, which has that's been the max for presidents besides FDR. And what else did I have for him? Because I was like taking notes on this. Well, he did have campaigns against Native Americans for one of his elections, so that's not good. But he also was like just like a great first start, and a good leader. Even though I found out he actually wasn't a very good general, he was just a good leader. And what else did I put down about Washington? He started the cabinet system. And that's what I have for him so far, for like my notes. Again, the tier list might change, but currently he's in B tier. I mean, clearly one of the better presidents that we've had. Better than the next one. Alright, John Adams. He's gonna go in C tier. So I think it's definitely surprising that one of the founding fathers would have the Alien and Sedition Acts. Basically, people could not say bad things about the U.S. government. Like, you get arrested for that. Also, the Alien and Sedition Acts, it targeted immigrants, so that's obviously not good. And then for good things, I thought that it was I think that it's good that because I was talking about a lot of the founding fathers, slave owners. John Adams was not, and I do think that is I do think that is good for, like, especially the time. Like, every privileged white man, it feels like, owned slaves. So, and John Adams didn't, so at least there was that. But yeah. Thomas Jefferson, also C tier. So for the good things about his presidency, the Louisiana Purchase, but even that, it wasn't perfect. We got more land, but it also did take land from Native Americans, so that's not good. Um, and then what else did I have for Thomas Jefferson? Well, the slavery, of course. He was the president with the most slaves. Some sources say 600 at least. Some say thousands. And he also had a lot of children with his slaves. Um, so that is not great. What else did I put down for TJ? I kind of forget. If I remember later, I'll say, because I remember I had something else for him. Alright, James Madison. C tier. Similar reasons to Jefferson. He owned less slaves than Thomas Jefferson. He owned about 100, I think. And then Madison, he was president for the War of 1812, but he also ended it, so yeah. Oh, and then the Bill of Rights. That wasn't during his presidency, but that influenced his popularity for the presidency. So that is a good thing, but overall, C tier, like, yeah. James Monroe, he's going in D tier. So, and not looking great for the early presidents, but, what was I gonna say? Well, for James Monroe, he had policies that ended up leading to the Trail of Tears. And what else did Monroe do? There was the Missouri Compromise, which had Maine as a free state and Missouri as a slave state. But after the Missouri Compromise, again, think that in the future would make things worse for the Civil War. But James Monroe at least had the Monroe Doctrine. And did I have any other notes for him? I don't think so. Alright, John Quincy Adams. You can go in C tier. I mean, he was the he was like the most anti-slavery out of the presidents we have so far, and the first non-founding father president. So for JQ, for good things, yeah, the anti-slavery, and also did have projects to make roads and canals and stuff. His cons, well, I think there was some corruption with his administration, and he did have pretty high tariffs. I think, yeah, that was JQ. Andrew Jackson, D tier. I mean, there's not any justification for Jackson, like, any of his stuff. I mean, the Trail of Tears, literal genocide, so, pretty horrible, and he owned a good amount of slaves, and also like defended it too, and he was fine with it expanding. And then Jackson wanted rights for he wanted rights for people to vote as long as they were white and as long as they were male. But before it was just people that owned property. But again, still he was only thinking about white people and males, which, not very inclusive. Martin Van Buren. I'm gonna say C tier. So he did continue the Trail of Tears. So, again, pretty bad. And some people say that he was worse with the Trail of Tears, because even though Jackson signed it, he was president for the most notorious part. And what else did Van Buren do? Well, he was president for an economic crisis. And so was Jackson. And neither of them helped it. But Van Buren, he did free one slave that he ended up inheriting. So at least he was anti-slavery, unlike, besides the two Adams, everyone else on the list. William Henry Harrison. I know a lot of people would want to put him in NA, but I'll be putting him in D tier because we did see him in office still, even if it was just for 30 days. And he was another slave owner who, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he wanted it to expand, and he was just like pro-South. So I'm in D tier for that. But again, we've still had worse presidents, like John Tyler. We can throw him in F tier. So our first F tier, he is one of our worst presidents in my opinion. So after he was president, so he was pro-South, right? And after his presidency, he was elected to the Confederate Congress, and was buried with a Confederate flag. So yeah. And what else did he do? Oh, and he also opposed a national bank. So, yeah. He'll be in F tier. James Polk. This is going to be unpopular. Wow. He's going to be in F tier. A lot like Tyler. Yeah, I understand he got more land, but the way he got it, was with an unjust war with Mexico. And he started a war just for more land, I think, but that did get us Texas, Arizona, and California. But still, I don't think that war should have happened. And then yeah, also pro-slavery, pro-South, and yeah, he was an expansionist. So a lot of people would give him a higher rating. He's generally ranked pretty high, but not on my list. So I'm gonna wrap it up for part 1 of the president tier list. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and bye.